Timeout, Red Knights. Scoring for the Bears, number 19, Shannon Ellis. Scoring for the Bears, number 20, Sarah McClanahan.
Welcome to I should say I'm welcoming myself to the broadcast here from Benilde St. Margaret's. We are showing you Blake visiting Benilde St. Margaret's in girls varsity lacrosse. And already at the 10:40 mark, it's 5-0 Blake, and I've been informed that number 20 for Blake is been the big scorer for the Blake Bears. Her name is Sarah McClanahan, and number 20 is the big score, but I see here we just got a goal, another one from Blake. They're up 6-0 now. Number 17 for Blake is Brett Witzel, and she scores one there for a 6-0 lead. And Benilde is going to have to regroup here early. Halfway through the first half, they're down 6-0. Coming into today's match, Benilde is 4-1, so this is a shock a little bit to their system, I would think. They won their first game 13-5 against Eastview, 12-4 against St. Louis Park, 7-4 against Orono, and they beat Robbinsdale. Started out with a 4-game winning streak before losing to Eden Prairie 20-3 last Thursday. So here they are, and that is number 5 for Benilde, trying to get something going.
Sophie Scalarud.
Huh. And that's number 19 for Blake. She is running free. That is Shannon Ellis, and there's a whistle. And a stoppage. Blake will retain possession. That is number 5 for Blake, Emma Burke, one of the leading goal scorers for the Bears. And her shot is off the mark, and it is saved there by number 13. That is Georgia Nolan. And there was a pass to Georgia, and she just couldn't quite catch it. Otherwise, she might have had an easy goal. Meanwhile, play remains underway, and that is number 19, Shannon Ellis, second leading goal scorer on the Bears. It's back over to number 15, Shara Shute. And a fake there, number 7 moving around, or is that 17? Yeah, that's, oh, back out to 20. Blake moving the ball very well, being very patient. They have every right to be with a 6-goal lead. Number 15 loses the ball. She is Sarah Schutt. And she does lose the ball. Benilde comes away with it. That is number 10 for Benilde. Ellie Barr. Number 11 is Tenley Gage. It is? Huh. Yeah, you know, Yes, number 11 is Anna Bergslund, now that we have the right program in front of us. All right, Blake now down low against Benilde. That's over to number 13, Georgia Nolan. That's 15 with the ball. She charges the net. Sarah Schutt and a whistle. Looks like a cross-check type of call. Apparently Blake's gonna retain possession. And that is number 15 again, Sarah Schutt. She's gonna have a shot right on the goal here. Trying to make it 7-0. She comes in and puts the shot right over the shoulder of the goalie, number 17 for Benilde. Mandy Nylander lets in her 7th goal of the game at the 7:30 mark of the first half. Here she comes in and just jarts left and takes a nice shot right over the left shoulder of Mandy Nylander.
For the Bears, number 15, Sarah Schutt.
So we'll go back to midfield at the 50-yard line. Another face-off. Clearly, I don't need to tell everyone how well Blake has been dominating this game. Just looking at the score will tell you that it's been an onslaught here early on. So the question is, can Benilde stop that and try to muster some sort of offense? But they've got to stop them first, and it starts here with the face-off. So starting there, and again, Blake comes away with it. That's number 24, Blake, with the ball, running fast, Sarah McClanahan. She's got a few goals already tonight. Watch her come in, and a nice shot on goal, and a nice save there by Mandy Nylander. And the ball goes out of bounds. Blake will retain possession as it went off the goalie Nylander. And we're underway again. That's number 13, Georgia Nolan. It's number 19, Shannon Ellis. Down low to number 13, Nolan. Back up top. McClanahan being guarded closely there by number 19, Jane Hoyt. Holds her off as she dishes the ball off to her teammate below the net. That's number 5 for Blake, Emma Burke. McClanahan up top. It's number 8 for Blake, Kylie Gage. Boy, Blake does move the ball very methodically. Just keep moving it around, looking for an opening. Very patient, very disciplined approach here. There's McClanahan back up to Kylie Gage. They just keep going around. Kylie looks for an opening, turns around. Meanwhile, the clock continues to run. They got a 7-goal lead. There's no incentive. And there's a nice pass and a goal. Well done by the Blake Bears. They are very good. Look at that. Nice pass in there to number 19. Shannon Ellis gets the goal, but the pass was beautiful. Look at that, and the catch and the throw. Beautiful play there by the Blake Bears. And they take an 8-0 lead with 6:04 to go. First half, gorgeous day here on the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's. They have a beautiful field. Gorgeous day for outdoor lacrosse. Unfortunately for Benilde, they need to get it going here. And I don't know what the answer is. But one would be to win a face-off and get possession of the ball so they can at least try to get on the board here. And trying to do that for Benilde will be number 9, Vivian Chenal. And this time the face-off's up top and Blake comes away with it. I think that's McClanahan. It is McClanahan. She comes right down, going right up to the net, and her pass goes awry and over Georgia Nolan's shoulder, and that means Benilde will have possession, but Blake is going to keep the pressure on. and they're underway. Benilde does have possession, and we'll see if they can get the ball into scoring position. That's all they got to do is just get one. Try to right the ship here, and unfortunately it's turned over, and now we got a 2-on-2, and that's a goal again, this time by Georgia Nolan. Turnover, pass, shot on goal, 9-0 Blake. Watch this. Just gets away there from the Benilde player, and then there's a pass and another pass. Just great teamwork, well done. They were prepared to take advantage of that turnover, and did they ever. 9-0 Blake Bears. I'm not sure if they're ranked in the state, but they probably are ranked right up there near the top. I've seen Benilde play. They are a very good team themselves, but this is something else when looking at the Blake Bears. Let's hope Benilde can do something to thwart it. One is to stop turning the ball over, being a little bit more careful with it. All right, back at midfield, that's number 9, Vivian Chenal. Can she come away with it against McClanahan? They'll do it over. Watch the techniques here. Both players, ball goes up, and McClanahan is a little taller, and she has the advantage if the ball goes straight up in the air. But Benilde does have possession, at least momentarily, loses it, and now Blake picks it up. Number 10 for Blake is Nellie Eid, a senior defenseman, and she has a nice pass over to McClanahan, number 20, as she works on the right side against number 11, Anna Bergsland for Benilde. Pass off to number 17, that's Sophie Scalarud. Back behind the net to 15, that is Sarah Schutt. She looks up top. Coming around is 8, Kylie Gage. She looks in and she shoots and scores. A nice cut to her left and a shot on net. And it's 10-0, 4:37 to go first half. Can the Red Knights find a way to slow down the Bear train? This is unbelievable. Nice weave in there, and she looked up, saw the opening, and put it away. Nice job there by number 8, Kylie Gage, an 8th grader midfielder for the Blake Bears. Nice job by her. 10-0, 4:37 to go first half. Another face-off, and it looks like we're going to have a different person for Benilde going against McClanahan. She's been winning them all. And if you're going to win lacrosse games, that's number 10, Ellie Barr. She's a captain. Let's see if she can come up with it here. They got to start winning these face-offs if they have any chance of getting back into this match. Goes up, and Blake comes away with it. Nice job scooping that is number 10 for Blake, Nellie Eid. We've called her name before. Ball quickly down the field with passes. Blake uses a lot more passes than they do running. That's 13 again, Nolan, Georgia. Behind the net, back up top. It's number 19 looking for something, or 18, Elmi Johnsrud. It's number 17, Sophie Scalarud looking, passes it back over to 19, Ellis. That's McClanahan, number 20. She takes a shot, and this time it's knocked down in front by Benilde, and number 14 for Benilde scoops it up. That's Sammy Dieterding, and she comes away with it. And we got a whistle and a foul. And it looks like Benilde's gonna retain possession in their own end. That's number 7 with the ball, Sally Callinger, and she gets it up quickly with a nice pass. Streaking down the middle is number 11, that's Berglund. She's one of their big players, and she drops the ball, and it's picked up by number 10, Nellie Eid again. It's the second one she's picked up in the last few minutes off a misplay by Benilde, and it's set ahead there to number 5, Emma Burke on the left side. Pass underneath, intended for, I believe that's Nolan. Yes, that's Georgia Nolan. She drops it, and while the ball was loose, we have another whistle, and Benilde takes possession. That's number 16, Olivia Poland, and she loses it out of bounds. Number 14 was Sammy Dieterding, and who's gonna get possession? It looks like Blake has it deep in Benilde, and here comes Nolan, and she easily turns around and basically unaccosted, has a straight shot from behind the net at a 45-degree angle and comes right in and puts it in the net. No one there to stop her. I wondered if Benilde realized what was happening here. I think they thought they had the ball, and just those defenders were just too late in getting back, and Georgia Nolan walks right in and serves up the 11th goal. Time keeps running here in the first half. 2:08 to go. 11-0 Blake Bears. It will be an interesting halftime discussion at the Red Knights locker room. What the coach can tell them to motivate them. I think winning faceoffs is what they got to do, but that's easier said than done. There's a real skill to that, clearly. All right, that's number 10, Ellie Barr. Let's see if she can get it this time. And there it is, and it goes to Blake once again, and that is number 10. She is doing a great job. Nellie Ide, that's the third one where she has picked up a loose ball like that, and they've turned into goals. Very valuable player she is. Just by scooping up those balls, that is huge, because it means they got possession, and having possession is how you win games in lacrosse. All right, play underway. It looks like Blake has it, and that is Nellie Ide with it, just on the near side on the 50. And she takes off running rather than throwing, and she's got clear daylight all the way down to the 15 to the 10 on the right side behind the net. She gives it off to number 5, that's Emma Burke. That's her side of the field down there. She's still holding on, looking. Approaching a minute to go. Number 17, that is Sophie Scalarud. She's looking for an opening, doesn't find any, passes it up to number 11, Jackie Weinheiser. Down below, that's Georgia Nolan to Emma Burke. And we got a whistle as number 17, Sophie Scalarud, the junior midfielder, was looking for an opening and then turning around, and that turns the ball over to Benilde with 46 seconds left. Oh, would they love to get a goal here with just a minute to go in the half, just to give them some sort of positivity, but they are just getting swarmed by the Blake Bears on defense, having a very difficult time getting the ball past midfield. But here comes number 18, not for her, Grace Junkiness. She comes down, nice pass in down below. Here comes number 7, that's Sally Kangor. 18 seconds to go. They had a chance there, they still do. 15 seconds. That's number 10, Ellie Barr. 9 seconds. She's still holding on. That's Barr looking for an opening in midfield, being double teamed, and she loses the ball. 2 seconds, and we got a stoppage. And that will be the end of the first half. 11-0 Blake Bears. Come back for the second half.
My journey skating for the gold taught me a lot, but my journey with breast cancer has been one of my greatest teachers.
Every woman's breast cancer is unique. Be Wiser educates and empowers women to take control of their breast cancer treatment plan and help navigate their own path beyond 5 years.
Talk to your doctor about information and tests to personalize a treatment plan that fits your needs. I did. Be informed, be wiser, support survivors like us.
Welcome back to the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's, the home of the Red Knights, and we are about to bring you the second half of the Blake Bears visiting the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. And surprise, surprise, what you see on the scoreboard is it is in fact 11-0. This is not a football score, this is a lacrosse score. And needless to say, the Blake Bears dominated Benilde in the first half. We're just coming back from a halftime. Let's see if Benilde can find some sort of answer to get possession of the ball. They struggled holding on to the ball once they got it, and they struggled getting the ball, and that's a bad combination. That's how you end up at 11-0. But we got a second half, and let's see what our Benilde Red Knights can do here. That's number 23 about to take the draw to start off the match. And 23 is Maria DeCesar, and those that follow girls hockey, she's a good player for them on the hockey team, and she loses the face-off, and Blake Bears start off early here in the second half, right where they left off in the first half. Possession of the ball. in the Benilde zone. That's number 13, excuse me, Georgia Nolan. On the whistle, she'll retain possession. On the far side to the left of the goalie, who is number 17, Mandy Nylander. And an early opportunity here for Benilde. Nolan has that ball. She's about 12, well, now they're moving her back, but she is maybe 10 yards from Nylander. She comes right in, and instead of shooting, she passes it to Emma Burke, who puts it in front to Sarah McClanahan, and back out on top. Wow, great ball movement there by the Blake Bears. That is just textbook. And another whistle, and an opportunity from point blank range, dead in center, and Blake decides to pass it up to McClanahan, back over to Burke on the left side. She's looking for an opening in front, and she finds number 17 for the Blake Bears. That is Sophie Scalarud, and she puts it away for the Blake Bears' 12th goal with just over 23 minutes to go in the second half, I should say. Watch Burke finds Scalarud, and she just looks there. No one is there to stop her, and she puts it away. 12th goal. Clock's still running here, and we'll bring it back to midfield for another face-off.
Number 17, Sophie Scalarud. The assist on that goal goes to number 5, Emma Burke.
Official scoring on that last goal was Scalarud gets the goal, assist from Burke. Scalarud from Burke for the 12th goal, and we're underway here again, and the face-off is loose, but it's picked up by number 10. She is the expert at that for the Blake Bears. That's Nellie Ide. Number 10, that's her 4th one that I've seen, and she's probably got more. How valuable is that? Just to scoop those things up, get it off to her scoring teammates, and they know what to do with it from there. That's number 17. Sophie Scalarud with the last goal. Back out to number 19, Shannon Ellis. And inside to Sarah McClanahan, and she fires just wide left of the goal and out of bounds. And was that touched by a Benilde player? It apparently was just a fraction of it by the goalie, and the ball comes out to number 15 up top. That is Sarah Shute, and she's looking for an opening, turns around, gives it back to 20. That's Sarah McClanahan. Over to the right side to 17, Scalarud. Scalarud looking. McClanahan, number 20, she tries to cut in, gets turned away. Back over to 17, Scalarud. Now to 19, that's Ellis. Down low to Emma Burke. That's her corner. Nice pass in front, but turned away is number 19, Ellis. And the ball is taken back by Benilde. The goalie, Nylander, turns it over to number 17, Sophie Scalarud. She gives it to Georgia Nolan, and she tries to sneak one underneath the goalie's legs, and it goes beyond the goal, wide right, and behind the net. Ball is loose, and it is picked up by, nope, not picked up by Blake. And we got a whistle, and Benilde is going to get possession, I believe. Yes. Pass there to DeCesar as she brings it up on the right side. That's number 23 for Benilde, Maria DeCesar, and she still has the ball. She's coming down the right side. She has got a nose for that goal, but it gets bumped out of her basket, but picked up again by Benilde. That's number 8, Kate Hansuch, I should say, and she still has the ball to the right of the Blake Bear goal, standing there. We're looking for someone open in the middle, not being guarded too closely, not a lot of pressure on her yet anyway. Standing there, treading water, looking, still looking. Looking as she's inching her way maybe to get position for a shot herself, and while she does that, number 3 for the Bears, Lucy Burton, hits it away out of her basket, but now another turnover, and Benilde has it back. That's number 19, Jane Hoyt, with the ball, taken away by McClanahan, number 20, and she is whistled, and that's an infraction on Benilde, and Sarah McClanahan continues down the left side as play resumes, and she attempts a pass, and it's blocked and loose, and McClanahan, she looks very tired out there, cannot. She bumps it ahead smartly to Emma Burke, who picks it up, and now she has possession behind the Benilde net. To Georgia Nolan, number 13, back around. Back up top, that's number 15, Sarah Shute. Now 19 has it, that's Shannon Ellis. Down low to Georgia Nolan. Back to Emma Burke. Boy, she's a steady influence there for the Blake Bears in that corner on the left side there. And she wheels around looking for a goal herself. She takes a shot blocked in front by number 16 nicely for the Red Knights, Olivia Poland. Blake retains possession, however. That's number 19, Shannon Ellis. Pass down low intended for Sophie Scalarud. It's loose, but picked up by the Blake Bears, and Scalarud now has it. Passes back to 19 Ellis, and she tries to penetrate the middle. Nice pass into the middle, but boy, is it crowded in there as number 10, Ide, gets bounced around, but comes out with the ball, and now gives it to Burke. And she is the steady. Things settle down when she gets it. She wheels up top. Passes down low to 17, Scalarud. Behind the net to Georgia Nolan. She comes around on the right side looking for a pass, and it's knocked down by Benilde. Ball is loose, and we got a whistle, and I think a stick got a little close. Bonk on the head there, Georgia Nolan, and she takes that ball back with authority. So she'll have an angle from about the 10-yard line, which is about 5 yards, and at a sharp angle. And let's see if she passes or rushes the net. And she does pass right down there to number 17 for the Blake Bears, Sophie Scalarud, and she scores it for the 13th goal at the 17:30 mark. Another goal for the Blake Bears. Here's the replay, and she just sees her wide open teammate at the doorstep, Scalarud, and yeah, easy pass. Really late there, Bergsland getting back on that. I don't know how 17, Sophie Scalarud, was undetected right in front of the goalie, but that is the 13th goal, and nice recognition there by number 13. That was Georgia Nolan. She saw it, and let's make this simple. Quick little easy pass to the middle and a goal, and it's 13-0. All right, face off in the middle of the field. This time it's going to be Scalarud who got the last goal against Maria DeCesar. Let's see if she can do something with it for the Red Knights. And the ball comes up, and Ide this time does not control it, but her teammate does. And she gets bumped. Let's see if we can identify that player. That's number 15. Nice job, Sarah Shute picked it up. And the ball is loose, and DeCesar comes away with it, but it gets knocked out of her basket, and then a player hits the deck for the Bears, and what is the call here? Referees are conferring. There might be a player sitting out. I don't know if we saw a push there. I thought I saw one on the part of DeCesar. I don't know if they're gonna do something about that. And looks like she is leaving the field. So there is a penalty for the shove. If you get the replay, if we have time, I think I saw that. And that she has been asked to leave the field at least temporarily. So I think the Blake Bears at the 16-12 mark are gonna have a player advantage for at least 30 seconds. I can't tell if it's gonna be a 30-second or a minute penalty. I don't think she's disqualified, as she's standing there in the penalty box. So Blake, like they already needed advantage, they're gonna have a player advantage. So I look for them to go right for the net, and play underway at the 16:10 mark of the second half. And that's number 3 for Blake with the ball, Lucy Burton. And she's back underneath to Emma Burke, and we got another whistle from the referee on the near side. And I think one of the Benilde players was offside. Yes, number 11. She's one of the 3 defenders. They have to stay back. So 3 players play the offensive zone, 3 players play the defensive zone, and 3 players can play both offensive defense. So that, I think, is what the infraction there was. So back underway. That's Emma Burke, and she comes in at a 45-degree angle away from the goalie. She gives it off to number 15, which is Sarah Shute. And that's number 9 that just had it, Erin Wertelman, a junior defender. Down low to Nolan, back around to Emma Burke. Pass in the middle to number 15, Sarah Shute, and she puts it in the upper right-hand corner of the net for the 14th goal for the Blake Bears at the 15-minute mark. Here it is. Nice pass there below, and there is Emma Burke, and there is Sarah Shute, and the ball goes in the net. Nice play there, 2 assists and a goal, and it's 14-0. Blake Bears. Really surprising outcome so far here, in my estimation, especially with Benilde coming in with an impressive 4-1 record, despite the bad loss to Eden Prairie last time out. So if you're the Benilde Red Knights, you got to kind of create a game within the game here. You know you're not going to come back and score 15 goals on the Blake Bears, but you know, maybe you can see if you can get a goal every 5 minutes here. Just try to do something to build something positive here. Find a weakness in the Blake Bears and see if you can, you know, score 3 goals before the end of the match here and show some improvement. But nevertheless, the Blake Bears, you got to have the ball in order to show improvement, and the Bears keep winning the faceoff. And that time, McClanahan took it down the field, and we're right back where we were a minute ago with Georgia Nolan, number 13, with the ball. And this time there's a miscue by Blake, but there is, Sarah Ide was about to pick it up, but she took a hit from number 9 for Benilde, Erin Wertelman, and we have a whistle and a yellow card has come out on her. I don't know if we can get the replay, but she is going to go to the penalty box, and you can see her trotting off the field. So it's getting a little chippy on Benilde's side. I'm sure they're very frustrated. These are not easy games. And there's the collision there. And I guess that is the call. The stick may have gotten a little high there and a little rough play. Enough for the referees to pull out the yellow card at the 13:40 mark. Play underway. Another player advantage for the Blake Bears. And that is Ide, number 10. Gives it off to Shannon Ellis, number 19, who gives it off to Burke, number 5. And we got a whistle away from the ball. And another discussion. I think maybe a player got too deep for Benilde again. It looks like that as they direct number 6 for Benilde back farther. Kenzie Malone, a 9th grade midfielder. Play underway. Pass in the middle is loose, picked up by Burke. Nice pass to number 15, Sarah Shute, whose shot was a little weak and off the mark to the left of the goal. Blake retains possession on the rebound. Number 8 now has it, Kylie Gage. And she takes a shot, and the ball is out of bounds, but it looks like Blake is going to retain possession, and they do. That is Sarah Shute as she comes right in behind the net. And a pass in the middle to Burke, and she takes a shot, but before the shot there was another whistle and a stoppage. 12:24 to go, second half. And another player is leaving or just being moved. Looks like penalty. Yellow card, second consecutive yellow card to the Benilde Red Knights. Now the Blake Bears have a 2-person advantage, and Emma Burke has a point-blank shot at Benilde, and she takes it and scores. 15-0 Blake Bears. So being a learner, here's the replay, and there's nothing, just she's too good. Yeah. Right at the feet, that's a very difficult place to try to stop a ball. Anybody that plays tennis, if you can hit it at their feet when you're playing at the net, that's the weakness. And just like here, when you hit it right, throw it right at her feet, it's very difficult to stop that ball. And that's exactly what Emma Burke did. to make it 15-0. The boys match against Blake is coming up later today at 7 o'clock. Should be a gorgeous night for that as well. Hopefully the Benilde Red Knight boys can play a little better than their counterparts in this match. It's not that Benilde isn't trying. I mean, Blake is just playing an unbelievable match tonight. They deserve all the credit. There's Benilde goalie, throws it out there. I haven't had to call her name. There hasn't been much action on her, but her name is Lucia Warner, a junior goalie, number 25. Hasn't had much action, but that's probably the way she likes it. And we got a whistle as Maria DeCesar has the ball here on the near right side, just across the 50-yard line. Benilde, boy, if they can just get a goal tonight, that would be a nice thing for them. Got to find some positivity to build on for the next match. There's DeCesar. She's coming around. She wants to shoot. I guarantee it. And she does. And she scores. The hockey player, Maria DeCesar, takes matters into her own hands and refused to be denied. You could see it in the way she was moving around there. She was going to take that shot. And she did, right at the feet of the goalie. That is the 4-1-1 on trying to score goals. If you can get it at their feet, it makes it very difficult to stop. Nice job by her. Get the monkey off the Benilde Red Knights back. It's better to have a 1 up there than a 0, that's for sure. So let's see if they can build on that with 10 minutes to go in the match. They're down 15-1. Let's see if they can get another one and build some momentum. So DeCesar is now going to take the center face-off once again, and she will be facing number 17 for the Blake Bears. That's Sophia Scalarud. No players in the penalty box any longer, so both teams at full strength, it would appear. Scalarud versus DeCesar, and the ball flips up in the air, and can Benilde get this one? And we got a whistle, and they're going to give it to Benilde, so that I would say that Benilde won that face-off. And right after their goal, they get possession. Let's see if they can get 2 consecutive goals here. That would be really something nice to build on. That's number 2 for Benilde, Maddie Stokes. Stokes with the ball, loses it, trying to get it to her teammate, number 19, Jane Hoyt, and Hoyt does come up with it. Being triple teamed, and the ball's taken away by Burke. And now she loses it, and the ball is loose, picked up by number 8, Kate Hansuch. And there's a whistle, and they're going to give it to Hoyt, and she starts out with 3 people around her, and just like last time, it gets knocked out and picked up by number 14 for the Red Knights, Sammy Dieterding. And Dieterding has it still, looking for someone to pass it to. Swarming defense by the Blake Bears. And that's Maddie Stokes, number 2. She tries to spin through. Maddie Stokes, also a soccer player on Benilde's soccer team. Had a nice year last year as they won the state championship. I think she'll be back next year as a senior. And she has the ball here following the infraction, and she passes in nicely, and a goal! 2 in a row for Benilde. Now that's what we're talking about. Nice job there by Maddie Stokes. Number 2 finds her teammate. There she is. Nice pass there. Look at that pass down low, and the nice catch. And with someone on her, that was number 10, Ellie Barr, the senior.
Ellie Barr, the assist on that goal goes to number 2, Maddie Stokes. Barr from Stokes.
Barr from Stokes at 7:36 makes it 16-2 now. But that's 2 consecutive goals for the Red Knights. And while it is too little too late, it is some positivity going for this squad. And that's a nice thing to see, because they've still got more matches coming up. After tonight's match, the next one will be just this Thursday at Chaska High School. Chaska's always a strong program in any sport they're involved in down there. That's at 7 o'clock. Then they're also on the road the following Tuesday. That's May 9th at Chanhassen. That's also at 7 o'clock. And then the match after that will be a week from this Thursday, May 11th. They host Breck here at 7. And then they've got 2 more home games, one against the Bloomington schools. There you can see it on your screen. They have Bloomington Kennedy then on the 18th. And after that, they have Bloomington Jefferson at home on the 19th. That's May 23rd. And then they're at Holy Family on Wednesday, May 24th. And they finish the regular season at Cretin-Derham Hall on Thursday, May 25th. And then I believe the section playoffs will begin. So they're having a nice season despite last week's loss to Eden Prairie and this week's early loss to, well, it's going to be a loss at 736. But they're playing well here at the end and see if they can get back on the winning track and attain a nice seed for the playoffs. All right, following the timeout, we have 7:36 to go. And once again, taking the face-off, and rightly so, is Maria DeCesar. She won the last one. She got the first goal of the evening for Benilde. And she'll be going up against Sophie Scalarud, who's also having a nice night. She's got a couple goals and has played a role in many of the scores for Blake as they lead 15-2. There's the face-off, and the ball comes up, and it's loose, and it is controlled by Sarah McClanahan, and she comes racing down the center. Can someone stop her? She shoots it, and the goalie does. Nice job. That's Mandy Nylander does stop her. It didn't appear it was going to happen, and she just got her stick on it and knocked the ball away. Blake retains possession, though, and that's number 15, Sarah Shute, up top. Over to number 19, that's Shannon Ellis. Down low to Emma Burke. As she finds number 18 in the middle, and her shot goes wide right. That was Grace Junkiness. And nice look in the middle. Emma Burke, boy, she's a great passer from the side and from behind, and is an instrumental role in their goals tonight. Clock continues to run because of the difference in the score. Benilde has it. I believe that's Maddie Stokes. Look at her speed. She's coming down the left side. Loses it, and that's Maria DeCesar now has it. And boy, does she have some speed as she comes down the left side. And Benilde has numbers. She barges her way into the middle, still with the ball, looking around. Then she gives it up to number 9. Her teammate is Vivian Chenal. And Chenal loses it, and it's loose, and DeCesar's chasing it, and so is Ellis. And Ellis comes up with it. And ahead to Emma Burke, eludes her, and picked up by number 14. For Benilde, that's Sammy Dieterding, of course, and she gives it up to number 19, that's Jane Hoyt. Hoyt still with the ball. And she passes it back to DeConger, and then she gets it ahead to Bergslund. Nice pass, and Bergslund is coming down the middle. Being guarded closely by McClanahan. She has the ball, puts on a move and gets by her and gets eluded to another one, and we got a whistle and an infraction. I believe that's going to be a stick violation against the Blake Bears, which should give a free shot here for Bergslund. Can she get the 3rd consecutive goal for Benilde? And she comes in and she takes a shot, and it gets away from her. A nice defensive play by Blake, but there is a whistle on that play, and I think Bergslund's going to get another chance at it. Less than 5. Here she comes in, she takes a shot, and it's off to the left. No goal, but Benilde is going to retain possession. Play underway. I think that's Maddie Stokes. No, it's not. That's Ellie Barr, and she gets hit hard, and we got a infraction, and she is down and appears to be shaken up. Yeah, she looks like she is in some pain. Yeah, she is in pain. Let's see what happened here. She's coming in to make the play, and she gets checked there a little. Yeah, she went right for her right knee. Producer Paul caught that. Looks like knee-to-knee injury, and ouch. Boy, from the camera, it doesn't look like much, but here's the replay. Let's see if her foot got stuck just as she got hit there. Right, watch the left knee right there. Or the right knee, actually. Got caught on the side there. And they've bringing the stretcher out or the golf cart. No one likes to see a knee injury anywhere. I think maybe her tennis shoe or the cleat may have got caught as she was putting weight on the right knee. So even though the collision happened against the left knee, I think the right knee was dug into the turf, and it just is enough weight to just tweak that thing. Hopefully it's not a bad tear and it's more like a sprain. They can both hurt just as much, but they are taking their time with her. Clock is stopped at 4:34. We have a timeout on the field due to it. And so we'll take a break and we'll come back and hopefully have good news regarding the status of Ellie Barr, who's down on the field.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you are going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Welcome back to the home field of Benilde St. Margaret's. We are late in the girls varsity match between the visiting Blake Bears, who, as you can see, are up there 15. I think the score is 15-2 if I'm not mistaken, but it's hard to read the scoreboard. But nevertheless, Blake Bears up by a whole bunch. We just came back from an injury timeout. Unfortunately, number 10, Captain Ellie Barr, a senior forward, suffered what appeared to be a knee injury to her right knee. Hopefully it's not serious, following a collision with a Blake Bear. So we're just underway here with 4:34 to go, and Benilde has the ball. And that is Manny Stokes, number 2. She's got a nice assist tonight on the second goal. And Barsness is number 11. Anna Berglund, excuse me, and she turns the ball over to the Blake Bears. That's number 3, Lucy Burton, with it. They've got a sizable lead here. We'll see if they continue to put the pedal to the metal and try to get more goals, or are they content to just sort of let the clock wear out, or maybe a combination of both. But we have a whistle at 3:57 running time. Very few stoppages with this sort of deficit in the score, and that is number 15, Sarah Shute for Blake. Passes off to number 19, Shannon Ellis. So they still got their big hitters in there, especially there's Burke. She's a heck of a player for the Blake Bears, involved in many of their scores. Nice spin move there. Doesn't elude the Benilde defender though, but nice job, looked good. Back to Burke. Looks very in control out there when she has it. And there is Georgia Nolan. That's her side. Burke and Nolan, they own that goal line and behind area for the Blake Bears, and they had a really nice match, those two. There's Sarah Shute, and they are looking for goals. No question about it. Being thwarted very well, though, by Benilde. They have the last 2 consecutive goals. And a pass down, intercepted, loose, and we got a whistle. And it looks like Benilde's going to take over. Less than 3 minutes to go. And Benilde does have it. That's the goalie, Mandy Nylander, and she attempts a pass to number 7, Sally Callinger. And that's Callinger. Didn't hear much from her in this match. We were broadcasting Benilde last week, and she was all over the place. I think that has more to do with how good Blake is on defensively, though. And they just got a turnover and a pass down low and a goal by number 18. Emily Johnsrud this time. Senior forward gets on the scoreboard and makes it the 16th goal for the Blake Bears, following another turnover. There it is. Nice pass and just a nice, crisp shot there by number 18. Crisp was the word. She just took it and threw it in there. Emily Johnsrud, nice job. Handling the pass and then turning and finding the goal and putting it on mark. Well done. Clock continues to run. We're a minute and a half from its conclusion, and there is Maria DeCesar versus number 17 again, Sophie Scalarud, and who comes up with it? There she is. Number 10, Nellie Ide. That's her specialty, picking up those face-offs. She does a nice job. Just as crucial as getting the ball near her is her ability to pick it up and keep possession, and she still has possession. As she settles it down, and a nice little pass off to Georgia Nolan, who gives it over to Burke. Less than a minute to go. That was just very well done by the Blake Bears there. Both in terms of taking time off the clock and their ability to pass those short passes. That is not easy when you're holding sticks like that. To just, those little 5-yard passes are much more difficult to handle, both on the receiving and delivering end, and that is a nice job. The Blake Bears are a very good passing team. It'll be interesting to see how far they go in the playoffs this year. All right, play underway, less than half a minute, and Emma Burke attempts a pass. It eludes the receiver, and it's picked up by number 6, big shot by Anna Fleming, an 8th grader midfielder for the Bears, and it is stopped by Mandy Nylander. Nice job by her. And we're less than 10 seconds to go, and play underway with, is that Georgia Nolan? It is, and she wheels and passes below, and we have a goal, but I think it came after the whistle. I don't see a change in the scoreboard, but from what I could see, I think it came just late. So that is your final score from the home of the Benilde Red Knights girls lacrosse tonight. The Blake Bears take the Red Knights 16-2. We'll see you at the next game.